Oh, hi, welcome. I didn't see you there. Welcome to my third video of the Essen Spiel preview. Was waiting for you. So let's get to it straight away. With me in my last video. The next video is going to be a video of the top 8, I think maybe 9 games that are only demoed at Essen. But that's for another video. So let's get started straight away with Grease Lightning. I know, we're starting like that. Grease Lightning. No, this is not a game about John Travolta or Olivia Newton-John. It's not a hard name, Edgar. It's. I think the game is. I think the most. It is the game with the biggest pun here. Grease Lightning. It's a game from WizKids and they're in Hall 6, A108. Did I remember that? Let's look. I don't want to give you the wrong information, you know. Yeah, 6A, Hall 6, A108. It's 2 to 4 players, 45 to 60 minutes. Ages 12 and up, and Grease Lightning is a racing game, and I'm really interested in this one because I had Jamaica and I sold it basically, and now I'm a little bit like I should have sold it, but this is maybe a racing game that just fits that racing itch. So on your mark, get set, row. I love it when they put these puns in and these jokes. You're the captain of a sleek, speedy trireme. Three means 3, so 3 oars. I think. Racing in the famous Hydra Regatta. Steer around whirlpool, shifting currents, fickle gods, and avoid the angry Hydra to win and place the most stars. So you do two rounds on this circular board, and you can do some things like fish. You can use fish for certain for re-rolling your navigation die or your second movement die. So you roll, I think, 2 dice. Race around the circular track. Try to be the first to complete 2 laps. On a turn, you roll 2 dice to move your boat. A navigation die 1 to 3, and a movement die 1 to 6. You can roll a second movement die to try to go farther, but if the roll is lower than your first movement die, you bust and keep your navigation die. And keep only navigation die. I like that so much. I think this is almost going to be a keeper because it's a racing game. It's a circular board. It looks really cool. It has that push your luck element. There's some things on the board. You can change by putting tiles on the these wedge tiles on the board. You can change the layout, which is really cool. You can draw favor cards that you can use on your turn on other people. There's a favor from the gods. There's track wedges. Collect 1 wedge and place it face up before you at the start of your next turn. After determining your total movement, you can place these wedges on the board, but not on the starting tile. You can make your pass easier, or to place a Hydra directly in front of your opponent. So you can change the layout of how to steer your boat in which direction, because you have branching paths. And when you land on a whirlpool, you have multiple exits, but you might need to pay fish or have a die with a certain number in order to take a particular path. So then you're forced to go in a path that you maybe don't like if you don't have fish or a certain die number. And then you have the Hydra. You spend fish when you land on a Hydra space, or else your movement will vanish for the rest of the turn as you must fight it off. I think this will be the hidden gem, maybe, if it's like for a small game to just take out. It's maybe a game like Century that is purely coincidence, to be honest. But like, which games did I put behind me? And I'm like, Century is a fast game, and I think this one will be in the same vein. How many minutes was it? 45 to 60 for an hour. This one's a bit shorter, but this one can drag on a bit. But not for an hour. But this one can be very fun, I think. So let's look at some pictures. Let's look at the cover. Grease Lightning. I like the art. It looks very family friendly. The art, very inviting. So you have this. This is exactly what I mean. You have your own die, so you can add another die, and if it's I think lower than this die, then you bust or something like that. I said it, but I'm a bit tired. What was it again? Let me just see. So you roll 2 dice to move your boat, navigation die, and a movement die. You can roll a second movement die. The 1 to 6. Okay, got it. I'm awake. So the 1 to 6, you can add a second one, but if you bust, I didn't read everything. I have to go back again. You keep only your navigation dice, so the 1 to 3. So yeah, looks cool. Sorry for going back and forth. This is the round tracker, and this is the starting player thing. You have these cards, you have your boards, and you can put your fish. All your actions are here. These are the cards that you can use on yourself or other people. This is a clean interface, and it looks awesome. I just love it. It's so cool. And you have these wedges that you put here, so you cover this up or not. But this is the back of. So you risk, you can get some reward. Chaos. I just love some chaos games. And look at these dice. They look great. They look like normal dice, but I like that they're like beautiful blue and transparent. These are the boats normally. These are the player powers. This is in line of those games like Flick of Faith. Like 2 years ago, a friend of mine bought Flick of Faith, and I should have bought it also. It was suddenly sold out. I demoed it there. It's a fantastic game. It's like everybody will have fun. It's not a flicking game, but it's still like in the same kind of. It gives you the same feeling of a little bit more complex. The other one is just flicking. But these are the wedges. So it can be different ones coming out, and this is the finish and the starts, which will not be covered. So the fishes, this is the middle one. I thought it was already on the board. Oh, I think you put the other ones around this one. Yeah, web counter. This is cool, and I don't think it's that expensive. 35. Yeah, I think this is gonna. I hope I'll have it on Friday maybe, but I will keep an eye on it. If I don't buy it, then I'm still gonna buy it later. So the next one, so the next one is Starfighters. This is the only game that I don't have any idea how the board and anything looks like. At least maybe now they added something, so we'll go and see it together. It's from Alley Cat Games in Hall 5, G117, 1 to 4 players, 20 to 40 minutes, and ages 10 and up. So it's the thing that attracted me to this was basically dice rolling, which I love. Real time, I'm not a fan of, but it's also aviation, flight, dice miniatures, science fiction, and it's player elimination, which can be hit or miss. But there's only one thing that I'm worried about this. I'm gonna say it a little bit later. So Starfighters. Well, I already clicked this one. So maybe there are images here. No, there's only one image, and that is of the cover of the box. Look at this. It looks like an expansion to like Guardians of the Galaxy, a game about anthropomorphic talking animals, and they fly spaceships. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy, but just with animals. Whoop, that was too big. Let's go back. So it's a tactical ship combat, real time. Each player hops in the cockpit of their own starfighter and tools it out in a dogfight to prove who is the superior pilot. I hope that they can put some like monsters in that you can put like asteroids or something like that. The thing is, I don't know how it looks because there's only that picture of the cover. But if they can do that, it can make it very exciting. The game plays 1 versus 1 or 3 free for all or 2 versus 2. And I like those kind of games that have those different modes and that works in these kind of games. Or a solo mode where a single starfighter attacks an orbital space station. In the real-time phase, all players roll and re-roll their command dice simultaneously and assign them to various functions on their starships. I think you can put them the dice on your dashboard, or on your ship or dashboard. And I'm curious if you lock them, that if they lock forever, so you cannot re-roll them as soon as you lock them. Not sure, that would be cool. So you have some tactical decisions to make. When a player has fully charged systems and is ready to act, they may end the real-time phase by hitting the big red button and yelling fire. I don't know if there's a real big red button, but I like how they phrase this here. This means all players must cease rolling and allocating dice and move to the tactical phase. In the tactical phase, then alternate activating the systems. Players alternate activating the systems they have charged. This allows them to fire torpedoes or lasers at the enemy, maneuver around the map, adjust their shields, and other unique actions. You must balance the pressure of real-time play while making good tactical and strategic decisions. The game only ends when one starfighter is destroyed. The pilot that hits the finishing blow gets all the glory and is the winner. That is my only caveat here. Is like, what happens if someone is so low that everybody piles on that person? So basically it's like, hey, he's almost dead, everybody's gonna pile on you. That is the only thing that I'm a little bit worried about. And I don't know how the game looks, but the rest sounds amazing. I love the cover art. If that is reflected in, and I like the ships on the cover, and the coloring and the space. If that is reflected in the game, count me in. So the next one is let's go to paper dungeons. Let's change it up a little bit. So paper dungeons. No, I have only one on this page, I think. Oh no, I have two. Paper Dungeons is from Alleycat Games as well. Paper Dungeons is a dungeon scroller game. It's also the name Paper Dungeons, a dungeon scroller game. They are also they're in Hall 5 G117. Yeah, the same hall, just checking. And the same number. Players 1 to 8, 30 minutes, ages 10 and up. I don't have any roll and write. This is like, I think, the second roll and write that I have on my list. The other one was also dungeon themed. I'm gonna check both of them. Hopefully I will buy one. It's also fun to have that in your closet, because if you want a fast game, you can always take it out. 1 to 8 players, 30 minutes, ages 10 and up. Let's look at the description. I think this, I don't know which one will be better, the other one or this one. But in the game you control a classic group of medieval adventurers, warrior, wizard, cleric and rogue. In each of the 9 rounds you select 3 of the 6 rolled dice and use these results to raise the level of your character. That one I like. The other one I don't think you can upgrade your character, and I didn't see any dice there in the description. So this one skews a little bit higher on the list for me, even though we're going up on the list. But in this top 10, it's very hard to know which one will be bought or not. There are 4 or 6 games that I'm gonna buy, but I'm gonna tell you which one there are. Each of the 9 rounds, dice, okay, you produce magic items, obtain healing potions, and explore the dungeon to face challenges and collect treasure. You also find 3 large monsters waiting in a dungeon, and you can fight them for glory. Whoever has the most glory wins. I like the cover a lot. This is the cover. It's kind of generic, but it's really cool. It does what it's supposed to do. Let me see. Oh, there's a lot of art. Let's go back, see if we can. So this is how it looks like. So rolling the dice, you can upgrade here your. I think this is the upgrade. There's some things here with your. I think this is your health. So if you get damaged, maybe you go down in health. I don't know what these things are. This is for crafting items, I think. And these are walls. I don't know what the blue ones are. Maybe force group, which maybe you can go to or not. And there's some things here like potions that you can grab. Maybe you just cross it off that you get it, and you cross it maybe here on the potion side. If there's a potion. Oh, here the potions. So it looks really nice. So I'm actually curious if there are more. If there's more art. Oh, here it's scribbled. So with some crosses and stuff like that. But I like the dice a lot. That is what I remember when I first saw it. The dice are really nice. The art as well. These are the monsters. So yeah, there's a cannot make that bigger. It's an observador. Vampiro Golem. It's in Portuguese because it's from Brazil. Meeple BR from Brazil. And is there more? So there was a picture of the dice. Yeah, I really like the dice. They have different stuff going on. This means just walk 3, I think. I like the art. This one has a higher possibility of getting bought. So. Yeah, I don't think this is part of the. It's just a D&D picture, giving you the D&D feel. So let's go to our 4th game, and this one is Shiver Me Timbers. This one came in late. I like the art. The art is okay. It gives me that piratey vibe. It's from Veldvloed to Verlag, in Hall 1, B105, 2 to 4 players, 90 to 150 minutes, ages 13 and up, and it's a game about pirates, which I already said to you. So this is the cover. Well, I think it looks nice. Can be a bit busy, but I can understand that this can usually when there's a pirate movie they cram a lot of things onto the poster as well. So that's what these those are what these games or movies about these topics usually do. It's a highly thematic strategic sandbox game in the golden age of piracy. You're inspired and uses a tactical card-based combat and takes a lot of strategic planning to use your available actions to optimal effect and become the most notorious pirate. Each player will vary as you randomly reveal 5 of 10 vastly different victory conditions. One game you'll be rescuing your lost family, the next you'll have to conquer enemy ships and fortresses or face the hideous kraken. At the beginning, each player chooses two of the revealed conditions as their personal goal, secretly. After all players have chosen, they set up the full modular board, each of them trying to find constellations that optimally support their hidden agenda. The game continues until all 5 victory conditions have met. Then there's final scoring, depending on if you achieved your goal. So you're going to do all the goals, but you're going to prioritize at least 2 that you want to do and succeed in. And the board is modular. It looks like this. There are no ships on it here yet. I like the ships. They have these round things. I'm going to show it in a bit. Some round things in it. I don't know if you can rotate it or what the hell it is. But I really like the art. I really do like the art. Too bad that they're all standing in the same spot is like picture time, school pictures, you know. These are just models of the ship. Let me just, there are a lot of pictures, so I don't want to. These are like the goals. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 of the 10 goals. These are like items. Look really good. Ship in a bottle. Blackbeard's hat. Cursed mask. And this art is also so cool. The Kraken. Oh. This is the sea serpent. I really like the art though. There are some pictures here. I think this is where you put the different goals. This is Seek for Battle. Oh, this one I like a lot. Look at Raise the Dead. I like when they use purple on zombies and on magic. Summon the Kraken and Read the Bones. Look at this magic. It looks so cool. Ancient Recall. For the art alone, yeah. This is how it looks like with the ships. Look, they have these little I don't know if they're already in there. You cannot take them out or you click them in, just maybe to show if they have a certain good aboard. But they have colors. See, this is the battle thing. I think between ships, or maybe also a hand-to-hand combat. There are some coins. I don't know if this is just to show that how thick they are, or you get pieces of coins that you have to make one coin out of, which would be cool. And here you also have the round things. I don't know if this is a prototype, because there's some prototypey pictures in here. Different ship colors. They have these rotating things. And it comes in this. Look, it's like treasure chest. It looks really good. I hope these coins are metal. That will persuade me maybe to buy the game. So yeah, that is Shiver Me Timbers. The next one is Origins First Builders. So we're going now to 3, 4, 5, 6. These top 6, maybe Shiver Me Timbers, and Grease Lighting also maybe, depends. But these 6 are high on my list. Origins First Builders is a game that a friend of mine is also going to get, but if he gets it, I will not get it because it's coming out real soon here. I can also always play it at his place, and then if I like it, I can buy it. So less risk. I like to take some risk sometimes, but so let's go and to the 6 of need games. So we have Origins First Builders are from Board and Dice. They are in Hall 2, C116. Plays 1 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes, ages 14 and up. So Origins has a theme that as soon as you play it, the theme is gone. It's all about mechanics. So it's about aliens coming down to Earth and helping the players with their civilization. So you're an Archon guiding a population of freemen, including the construction of buildings and monuments, climbing the 3 mighty zodiac temples, taking part in an arms race, all in an effort to leave the greatest mark on mankind's ancient history. You start with a city, you can build city tiles, and you can go to certain spots on the board. There are not many pictures. There's only this picture, to be honest. Let's look at the cover. I really like the cover. But these things are not really in the game theme-wise. It doesn't come out strong, but it's about the mechanisms. Oh, I cannot enlarge it. Excuse me. So this is your player board. You have these dice which are your workers, and you have this character here. It's a bit small. Just go to the page if you want to see it a bit bigger on your screen. But this one is all the colors. Well, it's really not all the colors. They can go everywhere, like the dice, and they can do all the action, but they cannot do the bonuses because the bonuses are color specific. So you have these spaceships which are like wheels on the board, and you can put dice there. You can put any dice there. So there's a yellow dice on a purple ship. You can do that. You can do the action that's on top. Between the circle and the action on top is a bonus action. So if you get a purple dice there, you can also do the purple bonus. This guy can go anywhere, but if a die ever retires, if it reaches 6 or after 6, if you upgrade it after 6, then it will go and get retired, and then this guy is that color. If you retire another die of another color, so then this guy will become both of those colors. So if you go with that guy to those space of those colors, you also do those bonus actions of the colors of the die that were retired. And you can also only go to these spaceships if you have a die that is equal or subsedes the amount on the bottom. And as soon as you go there, it will go up. So after 6, it goes back to 1. So it's going to be important when you're going to put a dice there. If you go to another place, maybe that's better because the value of that ship is lower. You go up these zodiac tracks. The person that is highest will get the card, which has an ability. But if a person goes higher than you, they will steal that ability from you. Those two tracks, the two lowest ones will score you points. And you can make these districts and put some dice in the middle. I don't know how that works. And that is what I remember from the game. It has some military tracks. It has some builds you can build with resources. Yeah, it looks really cool. There's some conditions that have to be met to finish the game. So it has like an abrupt ending because you don't know when those things can suddenly appear. Oh, wait a minute. There's another picture here. I didn't see that one. Oh, this is better. This is from Tabletopia, I guess. So yeah, I don't think I can enlarge it even. Oh well, better than nothing. So yeah, so you can see where you put the dice and stuff like that. This you can buy buildings. I don't know what this is. There's some colored dice. I really like it. Are there any more? Nope. What is for the builders? So yeah, and that is a bit about the game. So it's very eerie. It's played over a number of rounds. It says here with a round ending only after each player has passed. If a game end condition has not been yet triggered. They're here. At most, 3 colors of tower discs are still in stock. No gold remains above any district card. No citizen die of the proper color can be added to the citizen offer. A player has moved all 3 of the zodiac discs to the top of each temple track. Those are the 4 conditions. So yeah, this is a game. I think this is going to be a hot game at the Spiel. Just because one of the designers made that spaceship game with all the monsters. Forgot the name. Nemesis, yeah. One of the people that worked on this made Nemesis, and this is a totally different game. So yeah, that's Origins. So I'm going to the top 5. This one was kind of a maybe like Shiver Me Timbers and Greased Lightning, but there's only one expansion here on the list, and we're going to talk about it now. This is going to be a hot game. I am fairly certain that this game is going to be sold out, this expansion, and that is the Lost Ruins of Arnak Expedition Leaders expansion for Lost Ruins of Arnak. It's from Czech Game Edition, Adele in Hall 1, D139. Plays about, it's 1 to 4 players, plays about 30 to 120 minutes, ages 12 and up. And what does this expansion add? Last Rooms of Arnak is a worker placement game. What kind of mechanism do you call those things? So yeah, deck, bag, and pool building. Is it? Not really. There's no bag. Well, variable player powers, worker placement, card drafting. Not even card drafting. Maybe in this one. Well, that's interesting. There's a draft mechanic. Also worker placement at its core. So you try to get as many points as possible by going to a certain location, getting resources, going higher up this land of Arnak. Encountering location will give you resources and monsters you can defeat. You can go up a research track with resources that you get, and you can buy cards which will go not in your discard pile. They go below on the bottom of your deck, except if you buy artifacts. The first time you buy an artifact, you can play it for you pay the cost. It goes into your play area. You activate it immediately, and then at the end of the round, there are only like 5 rounds. You can shuffle. You shuffle everything and you put them on the bottom, and you can pay with tablets artifacts to activate them again. And you can go up a research track and stuff like that. And cards also give you points. And the higher you go on your research track, you can get assistants that help you. And the expansion adds more of everything and some new stuff. So give your expedition edge by choosing one of your 6 unique leaders. So the leaders in the normal game, well, then you didn't have leaders. You have colors. Yeah, you choose a color, you begin playing. Yeah, each one has are equipped with different abilities on the board. They have skills, and the starting decks are also different for every character. In addition to the leader's ability, which brings new elements of asymmetry to the game, which I love asymmetry powers. This expansion contains alternative research tracks that offer even more variety and a bigger challenge. New items. The research track is double-sided, and you can put it on top of the research track, so it's totally different. New item and artifacts cards, you get new combos with new monsters, so the guards, what they're called, and new assistants to explore and new locations. So let's take a look. So these are a few of the I think they're all of them, the new leaders. So they're totally different. I even see that the top of some of them are different, because if you go to location, you get those totems and you can activate stuff on this side, and they have the blue areas are things that they do differently. So here he can do a lot more, 2 different stuff that she can do. And she has a bird which I think flies on these spaces. She has a bird ability. He does something with a character. I think he can put a character here which does something. Oh, it has to do with an assistant. Okay, she gets coins. She does something with coins and getting cards. He does something with tablets and compasses, and his board's a little bit bigger. He does something with fear, and she does something with locations, I think. Oh, something. So she can do something with walking. So those are the oh, I like this. I don't think this is in the game. I hope so that this is in the game. It would be cool. Wait, let's go back. Who wore it better? It doesn't say that it's going to be included in the game. Don't get your hopes up. Oh, he does something with artifacts, I think, as well here. So you have these new locations, and they look beautiful. They really look beautiful. Yeah, they give you these things. Sometimes they give you fear. I really like. These are the new artifacts and the new items. There's a cat and coffee, and a cursed doll. And these are the research tracks. So they're different than from the base game. So the thing is, oh, now I see it. You can only go with your research magnifying glass up here, and you cannot go here. And here you can only go with your book, which you write stuff down thematically how the game works. And I really like this. This one has something here, which I don't know what it is. Yeah, this one has like way more paths to take. So I really like this. I really like the art. It's done so well. And the monsters you defeat have a little bit more power. So you can use one as soon as you get them. They are 5 points, and you can use them. You can flip them. If you don't flip them, they are 5 points as well. And they do this. So they have more powers and things you can do. So this one you can discard a card to get 2 tablets. You can immediately, as a free action, get a gold and a boot symbol. Oh, there's some art here. Didn't even. Wow, look at those monkey things. Oh, I love this game. It looks really good. It looks really, really good. I love the artist. Another artist to add to my favorite artists. I don't know the name of the artist. But I like the artist of, I forgot the name, of Tapestry. And I think Adele? You do Adele? Yeah. Yeah. I just love this giant crab. Let's look at the giant crab. With, wow. Big house on top of it. On top of his back. Yeah. That's Expedition Leaders from Czech Game Edition. A must buy. So this is a must buy for sure. The one that I'm also really interested in is Free Radicals. The thing is, I don't know if Free Radicals is going to be there. It's also at WizKids 6, Hall 6, A108. I'm so forgetful. I'm trying to get this right. 6A108. Yeah, of course. It's 2 to 5 players, but the thing is, I don't know if Wiz is going to be there. I heard some rumors that this game is not going to be there. Wiz is not going to be there. I'm not sure. So from WizKids, 2 to 5 players, 45 to 90 minutes, ages 14 and up. A friend of mine actually said that this game was removed, and then when he said that, I went to the page, and he said that the English version was removed from BGG, and I went and it's like, oh, it's there. Maybe they removed it and put it back up. I don't know. So Free Radicals is a game with, you choose one faction, and they are all asymmetrical. They have all different powers. They play differently. One is like one you play like pick up and deliver on your board as a mini game. The other person does other stuff. They collect stuff. There are only a few pictures, so this is the. So this is the board. It's about mysterious objects appear overhead all over the world. That technology is so disruptive, we call them free radicals. The 10 factions compete to awaken their powers. So this is one of the boards. So this is the merchants. They do some stuff on their board. And this is the main board. You can get cards here for also activate, colors from other factions. And you get some benefits, but they also get the benefits. One of those games where you can help another person to help yourself. There are tokens, there are cards that you can buy, I think. And this, for example, is the executives. They do some totally other mini game that they put on the board. I love that they do that. So that's the setup for the executives. It says here, there's an example here. You might play as the merchants using action points to travel to different markets and grow in influence and efficiency. And the couriers using your drones to pick up and deliver valuable goods. So they have a pick up and deliver game for that faction. The entertainers using card placement and abilities to maximize powerful abilities, or one of 7 other entirely unique factions. So 10 factions. So this game is for 2 to 5. So you have 10 factions. Even if you're the last one to pick a faction, you still have still have 6 choices, which I love. Usually it's like I can only choose between these 2. I already played these 2. Like now you have at least the first few games you have at least some choices what you want to pick, and maybe you have to pick the same one. You go like, maybe I want to learn this character, this faction for a few turns, and the next turn you still have like 6 if you're the last player. I like that. You also interact with the main board, where they can visit each other's buildings and try to unlock the technology in one of the free radicals. You can even help your opponents research in return for influence and other rewards, which I love. It's like, should I give you stuff to also get stuff? And sometimes like I really need that stuff, so I have to give you stuff. I hope this game is there, because this game looks amazing. I like the feel of this game. It doesn't feel unique, but it feels what you get is so different. It's actually different from what I have on my shelves. So this game is an instant buy. The next game, also an instant buy, because I heard that this game will not be plentiful at Essen. It's called Bitoku. And Bitoku is from De Veer. And usually De Veer makes smaller games, but this is a large game. It has a big board, big presence. There are at Hall 3, F103, 1 to 4 players, playing time 120 minutes, so it's substantial amount. It's a worker, it's a dice placement, ages 12 and up. So Bitoku, I heard that they added some pictures, or else I had to open the rule book. Oh, they had added a lot of pictures. Wow. They only had 3 pictures, one of the board. No, not even of the board. I had to look up in BGG the rule book. There was also a video. But in Bitoku, you take the role of the Bitoku spirits in the forest on their path towards transcendence, with the goal of elevating yourself and becoming the next great spirit of the forest. Because the spirit of the forest, after 3 years, is going to higher pastures, and there has to be a successor. To do so, they will have the help of the yokai, the kodamas, and the different pilgrims that accompany them on their path. This is a hand management engine building game with multiple paths to victory, and there's also some dice. There's a lot going on with this game. A wide array of actions. I love the cover. This is a different cover. I don't know which cover we will get. Or I think it's this one. So this is the board. It's a lot. I think this is the top, because there's a track here, and this is the bottom. So, and this is the river. You're gonna put some dice on here. You're gonna get some cards. These are buildings that you can build. There's a lot of things going on. Rado did a walkthrough, so go check that out if you like, on Rado's channel. This is your own player board, and when you play cards, I think by spending resources, I don't know how you play those cards, you unlock these dice that are here, and then you can put them on the board to do actions. It looks really pretty. This game gives me goosebumps. It just gives me goosebumps. It's such a beautiful game. It's so welcoming and warm, and it feels like a labor of love. They all do, to be honest, but this feels a bit special because I like this oriental kind of games. They feel very calm and stuff like that. So, and the cars look very cool. I like the backs of it. Very well done. It looks very busy on the table, but I think it's the colors are vibrant but not that explosive, and it invites people to go like, oh, what is this? And like, oh, your player board looks nice too. It's it looks really good. And you can, these are like pilgrims that you can awake. So one side has an eye shut, and then you can awake them and do stuff for you. This is the Great Spirit, so he's tracking. He's the tracker. Look at these bags. It looks like they have faces. I don't know if they are faces or not, but I just see faces in them. And these dice. Oh, look at this. It looks so nice. And this is I think these are the programs. I don't know. You put these stars and you have to walk a path, which is, I really like that. I think, or these are the programs go. I don't know what the other ones are called. There's a lot of iconography and names in this game, and these are you have sake, you have stone as resource, and some other stuff. Some of the dice. Oh, look at this. Oh, these are fireflies. They do stuff. They help you. And even the score thing is like, you just want to go up that score track, and even if it's 1 point, just to go up and look at these colors. It looks really amazing. I just hope I can run for it. Really hope so. Look at this. These temple things. Now they put a lot of pictures all of a sudden. These are the. Oh, you have like a booklet where you can see the whole turn order, and the things in the middle, the iconography, and in the back there's something else as well. I'm looking at everything. We're just pausing a little bit here longer. Ah, it looks amazing. It really looks amazing. Look at this art. How many pictures did they add all of a sudden? Oh, solitaire play? Yeah. This is a game I think I want to play solitaire as well. I think it can be interesting. Okay, so that is Bitoku. So on to the last two games. So there's this game that suddenly people were saying that was a game like Terraforming Mars, in that it had a lot of cars and a lot of iconography that works with each other. It has a little bit of the two tracks from Rise of the Ganges, what I heard. If they meet, then I think the game ends. We're like, oh, that's intriguing. And it's about making a zoo. And it's kind of like a heavy game. It's Ark Nova from Forland Spielen in Hall 3, age 113. 1 to 4 players, 90 to 150 minutes, ages 14 and up. So let's look at Ark Nova. So in Ark Nova, you plan and design a modern, scientifically managed zoo. The goal of owning the most successful zoological establishment. You will build enclosures, accommodate animals, and support conservation projects all over the world. And you can also assign some specialists. You have a set of cards below your player board that you put below your player board, and from left to right it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you put a card on the left, it will be 1, so less powerful. And if you put it on the 5, it will be more powerful. I think you can do the action 5 times, so it will become more powerful. But then after you've done all your things that you have to do, the 5 goes to the 1, I think. And that's how it works. I think there was a Civilization game, Sid Meier's Civilization, that did that. I think it's a fun mechanic. Not a lot of games do that. So, and the actions that the card action you can do are gain new cards of zoo animals, sponsor conservation projects, build standard or special enclosures, kiosks and pavilions. And then animal cards allows you to accommodate animals in your zoo. Association allows you associations with workers to carry out different tasks. And sponsors, you can raise money and attract sponsors. 255 cards featuring animal specialists and enclosures, projects, each with special abilities, and it looks like this is the cover. I really like it. Whoa, there is a big elephant head. So this is the game. Whoa, that's too big. So this is the track. So this is the thing I think you can buy, and this is your own player board where you can put enclosures and stuff like that. And some animals work well with other animals, so those are the things you have to consider when putting enclosures up. And here on the bottom you have your action cards. Let's look at some other. So these are a few of the animals you can. So it's like it's pictures, but I think it works well with the with this game. If it's pictures, a lot of people are like, I would rather have like an artist draw these animals. That's possible, but with a lot of cards, it's going to be very expensive. So I get why they did that. And these pictures are actually very, very well made pictures. Look at the tigers. Ah. I'm gonna make a Tiger King expansion of this. I'm just joking. That's how it looks on the table. And this track, if they... Oh, I don't know if they ever... Oh yeah, they have to meet, because there are some things here from people's colors in here. I think if they meet, then the game is ending, I think. I hope it comes with these trays. It comes with a lot of stuff. Yeah, it comes with a lot of stuff. It says on the box. It says 255 playing cards, 129 wooden pieces, and more than 250 cardboard tokens and tiles. Wow. It's gonna take a long time to punch those out. So that is Ark Nova. Now for the last game. And the first game was Grease Lightning. Brace yourself. It's Adele, but not the Stinger. We're not gonna set fire to the rain. So this is Adele from DMC Games. They're in Hall 6, B107. 1 to 5 players, 90 to 120 minutes, ages 12 and up. Adele is one against many. So one player is playing Adele, and they have a board where they can do actions, but they have a shield, and the rest of the players also have a shield behind their own player boards, which is different. There are the people on the ship, and Adele decided that suddenly humans are not fit to be alive, so she's gonna try to kill them. And the board that the Adele player has is different than the other boards, and she has some action points, so she can close doors, start fires, take the air out of a room, stuff like that, to stop the other players. The other players have to gather items and resources to combat Adele and try to stay one step ahead of her. So this is the cover. I really like this art. Oh. So this is the board of the ship The players, this is the Adele player track. They will have a shield. They will also have a shield. And these are they have action cubes that can do these actions. I think this is what they can carry. I really love the art. Let's go back. She's not having a good time. And the spacewalk. I really like the aesthetics of this. And I don't know if these are different actions that they can do or the same. And there's some items. There are red and blue items. Some are both. Maybe if you combine some items, they become this. Not sure. So this is the Adele players board. Just a bit closer. It looks like Nemesis Light. Or a Euro version of Nemesis. That is what Tom Vassell said. So people go like, yeah, but you got that from the Dice Tower. Yeah, but it was a good analogy anyway. Yeah, all these tokens look also all in the same style. So yeah, sometimes they do like the items in a different style and the rest in another different style. I like that they were consistent. So there's some things here. Problems and how to fix them. Oh, so if there's a fire, you need a fire extinguisher. So, and I don't know what this is. Maybe it's the door lock. You need a trash can or something. An explosion. Oh, this is a closed door. You need a key card or something. I don't know what this all means. Oh, there's no light. You need and a panel to turn on the light. Okay, this looks very nice. Yeah. So yeah, I'm so curious of this one. Crew members will have 4 action cubes, and they will hide it from Adele. Adele player has to guess what actions each crew member plans and try to hit them as best as possible, managing a control panel with his own deck of cards and pool of tokens, with a limited amount of energy per turn. So Adele will create incidents on the ship, originate fire, close floodgates, remove oxygen, shut down computers. Yeah, so this is the end actually. And Ark Nova and Adele are also must buys. Well, my 3 games that I really hope I can get immediately when I go into the Spiel is Bitoku, Ark Nova, and the Lost Rooms of Arnak. Bitoku and Ark Nova will be in Hall 3, so I hope they're a little bit close together. And Lost Rooms is going to be in Hall 1, and I hope my friends can help me. So, well, those are my 30 games that I'm interested in. A few of them I'm going to buy, and what else I'm going to buy? You have to wait and see. I'm going to make a video of it. I'm going to try to film it with my telephone in Essen. And hopefully I can get that up and running also on my channel. And there's another video coming of maybe 8 or 9 demos, demo only games that I'm looking forward to check it out there. I'm gonna be there on Thursday and Friday, so I hope you guys will have a great Essen. If you're not going, please tell me down below. Even if you're going, tell me down below which games are you most excited for, from my list or for your own list. And I hope to see you soon. So see you later, guys.